Hey, this is the top of our X-Men vs Street Fighter arcade cabinet from Arcade 1UP that we have in our work office, and along the top here is some figurines from said popular series and others of course as well. And the reason I bring this video to you today is it kind of gets us thinking when I look at all these wonderful figurines which take me back to my childhood and how much I appreciate playing games from my childhood and the whole superhero element. I mean, everybody loves a good Marvel movie. There's not many people alive that would say that the Marvel series and franchise doesn't bring them excitement. And it gets me thinking of the particular Marvel team, the Avengers. And you see, the Avengers is built up of people like the Hulk and his brute strength. It's built up of people like Spider-Man with his nimble skills and his quickness and his speed to be able to help and accommodate everybody. It's also built up of people like Iron Man with his severe, I guess you could say severe intelligence, if that's even a word. It's built up of a couple of women as well who are absolute badasses and balance the team out. Steve Rogers, Captain America, with his honorable spirit and his consistently progressive, high moral standards. So you have a group of people who collectively make such a strong unit. Now, I want you to think about this in your life. When you are trying to get stronger, fitter, better at anything, right? You need to develop a collective skill set. So you can't just rely on being the Hulk. See, the Avengers wouldn't have succeeded if it was just the Hulk, because everything would just be smashed to fuck. He needed people to keep him in check, but there was times when the Hulk was required to come in. See, there's times in your life when you need your Hulk. When you're in the gym, for example, you need to fucking Hulk smash some shit. You need to get yourself in there and do a fucking hard, tough workout. You need to feel that strength and do it, regardless of what it is. When you're physically ready, you need to do. But likewise, there's people like Spider-Man, who's a little bit more nimble and athletic and a little bit more cunning and thoughtful. And a little bit more, I guess you could say, naive as well. He's quite childlike, isn't he? But in a good way, a nice way. He's a nice guy. Sometimes we need that in our personalities as well. But you've got people as well, like I mentioned, like Iron Man, who's intelligent and thinking over plans. We see we've got all these accumulation of different people and different skills brought together. But think about it as a unit, how powerful the Avengers are when you work on yourself. If you're into this whole self-development thing, like you're either are or you're not. I think it's one of them things, you're open-minded or you're closed-minded, you're fixed-minded or you're growth-minded. And if you're growth-minded like me and you've watched my stuff for a while, you'll know I'm all about open-mindedness towards new ways of improving, new ways of progressing. So there needs to be all these skills kind of coming together and being a little bit open towards accepting of them. As in, accepting to be more fit and strong like the Hulk, physically improving your body. Accepting that reading books and thinking over life strategy and creating things like Iron Man is important for your mindset and setting goals and challenges in your life. And as well, if you take Spider-Man, for example, the naivety and the playfulness of the character, I think sometimes that is required in our life as well. We can't just be so fixed and rigid on one area of our life so much. When we're growth-minded, we need to accommodate room for everything and be open-minded, more optimistic, and not be so closed-minded and stubborn. And that's most people's problem right now, especially when you get a bit older. When you're younger, you're more curious and open-minded. When you're older, you're fucking stubborn. You become set in your ways. It shouldn't be this way, that's stupid. You're far too easily judgmental on people. You give yourself a hard time for not being great the first time. You don't try new things. You get stuck in your same old ways. And you don't end up improving the quality of your habits. So I need you to consider this. Where is it in your life? Which character are you not allowing to develop when accumulatively could make you a hell of a lot stronger? Think about this in terms of the Avengers. I like this little analogy today about remembering that your life needs to improve from all areas. You can't just be financially abundant like, say, for example, the success of Iron Man and his financial success. That itself is useless if your body and your heart don't work. Likewise, it is useless to be acting like a kid all the time, going out drinking every weekend and just partying and just having fun and not taking things seriously. Likewise, just to be strong and just to be fit and that's all you do is not going to help you when it comes to certain life skills. So build an abundance of life skills through being more open-minded and more optimistic. And I hope this video finds you well today. And this little analogy has just opened your mind a little bit for today moving forward. I'll see you on the next one.